Hello on wildlife. It's never without battles in the wild, so here's a new part of animal battles filmed on camera. Let's get started. A wild wolf attacked a pet dog right outside a stone house in some settlement. The dog ran into the house to escape, but wolf followed him. The predator pulled the dog out and started to carry it away in its fangs. Good thing the owner heard the noise in time. He turned on the light and ran outside. Realizing what was happening, the man immediately armed himself with a stick and saved his pet from imminent death. A man in the park filmed an unusual scene. An eagle is chasing a seagull, and crows are already flying above them. The eagle seems to be in no hurry and wants to make his attack beautiful and impressive. So it happened. Having made a few more circles, the eagle spectacularly claws the seagull right in the air. A very successful hunt. The little turtle successfully reached the water under the joyful sounds of the filming. But it was too early to rejoice. It immediately flew away in talons after being attacked by a bird of prey. A black bear has approached people's homes to eat delicious apples. But look at this, brave apple protector running towards him with his tail wrapped up. Such a fearless dog I see for the first time. He really started to attack and bite the bear, who was running away in a complete panic. A woman decided to show a small squirrel to a hungry seagull on the windowsill. The bird of prey reacted instantly, but it only got a funny fall. And this is how a turkey defends its nest from a large monitor lizard. Her options are limited, and all she can do is just throw dry leaves over the lizard. The tactic worked, and the lizard began to move away. This bird has successfully defended the nest. Next is an epic attack by a hungry leopard, who creeps up on two rhinoceros birds. Then he makes a daring aerial attack and grabs one of the birds right in the air. However, surprisingly for the safari observers, the feathered animal managed to somehow miraculously escape and fly to safety. These Australian tourists filmed a large crocodile striding confidently toward the shore. Everyone turned on their cameras and started filming. And now he's approaching the smaller crocodile, but why? Does he really want to eat it? Yes, that's right. The crocodile attacks his little brother and squeezes him in its deadly jaws. I don't think the little one has a chance of survival. The anteater confidently climbs a tall tree. There he has a fight with another anteater, and they fall to the ground together through the branches of the tree. This heron attacked a frog, which was already in the grip of a viper. In this fight, the snake took the prey. Golfers right on the course filmed a lynx, which quietly crept up to the wild rabbits and waits for the best moment to attack. She didn't wait long, and after a beautiful attack, the rabbit ended up in her teeth. A wolf in search of food came to the porch of a private house. He didn't find any food there, but he felt the presence of a creature in the animal house. The wolf decided to stick his curious nose in there, and immediately paid for it. The house cat scratched his nose, and the intruder started to run away in a panic. While the wolf was recovering from the shock, the cat successfully escaped from the dangerous box. A girl right outside the window of her house filmed a beautiful bird. But she managed to shoot a real cruelty. The bird is attacked at full speed by a predatory hawk and immediately carried away in its claws. Stupid dogs clung to the horse and started pulling its tail. The horse did not pay any attention to them, but the little naggers did not calm down, and at some point the horse got tired of it all. After a precision kick with his back hoof, the dogs scattered in different directions with a pitiful squeal. On this nighttime footage, you can see why there will be no fish in the pond where the otters have settled. These predators destroy not only small fish, but also quite large fish. In short, everything they manage to catch in the water will be immediately eaten. The boomslang is a venomous snake of the family of urchins. Look at the birds desperately attacking this snake, which decided to invade their nests hanging on branches. The birds attacked and pecked the snake, which could never find an entrance to their nests. Under this pressure, the snake decides to crawl away. A huge python attacked a deer on the side of the road. An indifferent man started to save the deer and tried to chase the python away with a branch. The snake defended itself, even attacked the man, but as a result was frightened and threw off its rings from the prey. The deer was very lucky and immediately ran away. Look at this, spotting a wounded bird on the porch of the house, the mad crow immediately attacked. The bird has no chance of being saved. You can see how the cheetah confidently picks up speed, and at some point turns on the maximum. The chase for the antelope was not long, as it is impossible to run away from the fastest animal on Earth. Ethiopian wolves attacked 2 honey badgers. The seemingly easy prey turned into 2 furious creatures that desperately defended themselves against all attacks. The wolves clearly did not expect this, but continued to attack and bite the smaller honeybee as a pack. It seems that the baby has no chance of rescue, but he did not give up and resisted as he could, biting back his attackers. At some point the wolves realized that this prey is not for them, and the honey badgers calmly run away. In this deep snow, the llamas came right out to ambush the cougars. The predatory cat desperately lunges at the llama, which is twice its size. The attack was very accurate, and the puma immediately caught its prey in the neck. There is definitely no escape. A herd of impalas grazing near the forest. But now you're in for a shock, and I'm sure you've never seen anything like it. A wild skunk crept up behind one of the impalas and immediately grabbed its nose with a deadly grip. The impala started running and jumping in a frenzy, hoping to throw the crazy skunk off, but he was literally flying in the air, but wouldn't release. When the impala did manage to throw it off, it runs away, and I have only one conclusion: do skunks turn into lions and start hunting ungulates? New antelopes run out after crossing a river in Kenya, but a lioness was waiting for them. This cunning lioness has taken a perfect position, and when one of the exhausted antelopes slipped and fell, the lioness immediately marked it as a target. A very spectacular attack, and the lioness is already holding her prey by the neck. The silly dog decided to attack the tethered horse, but he looked very clumsy. He calmed down only when received several accurate blows to the head. I don't know what was in that pigeon's head, but it flew right into the falcon's nest. The bird of prey immediately pounced on the insolent visitor. I think the pigeon realized how screwed up he was. Feathers flew in different directions, but he tried his best to escape, and at some point he succeeded. Right near the shore, people filmed a seagull, which was splashing on the surface and could not take off. When they got closer, they noticed that a small but very aggressive mink was clinging to the bird's neck. People could not help. This eagle starts its attack right from the roof of the house and falls into the water with a stone. To great surprise of the filming woman, the eagle pulls out a rather large catfish in its claws. A very cool hunter. Right near people's homes, a crazy raccoon decided to attack a large iguana. He pounced on his prey with all his fury and immediately clawed at its neck. The iguana defended itself as best it could, but the raccoon continued to mock it, not paying attention to the people. At some point, people felt sorry for this poor iguana, and they scared the raccoon away with screams. The rescue was successful. This python didn't choose the best spot on the beach. A crocodile crept up on him and attacked. The crocodile violently shakes the snake from side to side, trying to tear it apart. The python couldn't even resist and immediately became a snack for the toothy reptile. It seems that fish are fed very badly in this oceanarium. A shark attacked a large fish and started eating it right in front of the visitors. At night, the young capybaras didn't see the predator approaching, but the jaguar was right there. The cat attacked and easily caught this large guinea pig. This pack of 21 wild dogs confronted several antelope and drove them onto massive rocks. No matter how many times the dogs tried to reach these 3 antelopes, they failed. Only a few centimeters separated the jumpers from the teeth of the dogs above. The observers in the cars waited to see what would happen next, but eventually the wild dogs lost interest and moved away. Mountaineering skills saved these antelopes. Here comes the battle of the scolopendra versus the big snake. It's not clear who was attacking, but I think the snake started first, seeing the scolopendra as a tasty meal. I think the snake even managed to bite, but until the venom has taken effect, the scolopendra will desperately defend itself. This hellish millipede also has a venomous bite, so the snake is very uncomfortable with this biting creature on its head. Who won this battle is not clear, but I think the snake survived. People right on the road filmed the serval being held down by a white-headed eagle with its claws. The cat just drags the eagle behind him and cannot break free. Apparently, eagle clutched his claws very tightly. I think this attack was a mistake. The bird of prey obviously overestimated its capabilities. 3 chicks were sitting quietly in their nest, but a falcon appears out of nowhere and lands with its talons right on the chicks. The raptor takes away 2 of them at once, and the third one jumped out of the nest with a fright. The stupid pigeon came to drink water, but he didn't notice the huge crocodile up close, thinking it was a rock. The attack was really lightning fast. I think you enjoyed it, so now is the time to subscribe the channel and add your personal fat like. See you soon. At this point, the grizzly bear has turned on hunter mode and chases a herd of mountain goats right next to the highway with cars and people. The goats are tricky and fast, so the bear quickly realizes that he can't get this prey. The cheetah is a sprinter, not a marathoner. Because it cannot maintain its chase speed for long, it needs to catch up with its prey in 30 seconds or less. If a cheetah cannot catch up quickly, it gives up. Therefore, its hunting success rate is a low 40 to 50%. Sometimes the fastest predator tries to bite off more than it can chew, and this is exactly such a case. The new antelope was running away at first, and then decided to attack. The cheetah immediately backed up. It seems that dogs have a special relationship with voracious lizards. They just hate each other. This brave dog barked at a large lizard for a long time, which did not care much for him, just crawled away trying to hit him with its tail. The brave defender of his territory almost drove the reptile away, but at the last moment he got a hard tail slap on his face. Well, this angry dog decided to bark at a small and seemingly quite calm lizard. But as soon as the dog began to get impudent and bite, the lizard showed its character. It attacked the pug, and they clung to each other resting down the road. The owner had to intervene, and the lizard let the doggy go. Incredible footage. A newborn giraffe has to fight for its life. A female giraffe has given birth to a cub. 30 minutes after birth, giraffes can already walk almost without stumbling, and 10 hours later they can run. Unfortunately for this baby, a hungry lioness and hyenas showed interest in it immediately after birth. The lioness started her pursuit. She followed the herd for more than 6 kilometers. Then the giraffe and her baby, for some reason separated from the herd, they get into a dead end caused by a riverbed. A lioness immediately creeps up on them. The mother tried to protect her calf from the predator, panicked, and accidentally kicked, from which the baby fell into a deep ravine. There the lioness immediately did her job. When you're made for fast running, you have to sacrifice something, and for cheetahs, it's strength. A fight with an adult new antelope is almost impossible for a single cheetah, but if you're a group of 5 large males, the chances immediately increase. These 5 male cheetahs have become well known in the Masai Mara, because their teamwork makes it easy for them to catch their prey and always stay fed. This moment was filmed in the Masai Mara in Africa. It is not clear why this lonely hippo was so far away from its water, but a male lion was immediately interested in it. The hippo didn't even try to resist. It seemed to be very exhausted. The lion immediately threw the hippo to the ground and clamped down with his fangs. The hippo couldn't get up, and the lion had the biggest prey of his life. A man managed to film a brutal raccoon attack. Right next to the cars, the raccoon started stalking and attacked the iguana. The iguana fights back, but it has no arguments against the raccoon's sharp teeth. Interestingly, during the chase, the iguana sweats its tail, which keeps moving on the pavement. The bloody incident ends with the beast dragging the lizard away to be eaten. Here comes a jaguar that has crept up on the huge Brazilian otters resting on the shores of the Amazon. The predator decides to attack, but he obviously did not expect such an aggressive response from the otter. After receiving several bites to the nose, the jaguar retreated. The otter decisively made it clear that it was not prey for him. Here's a similar moment. A jaguar spotted a baby otter. He thought to do it discreetly, but he failed. As soon as he caught the cub and started to run away, the adults pounced on him. The jaguar let the prey go, and barely survived. When jaguars and caimans meet, there is usually only one winner, but that doesn't mean the caiman will give up easily. First, the jaguar has to catch the caiman, which also has deadly jaws. This is a very difficult task for the jaguar, and many attempts fail. But finally this female jaguar managed to catch a large crocodile, and a fight ensued between them in the water. The cat decided to drown the crocodile, but that tactic didn't work. Exhausted by the struggle underwater, the jaguar came up with a better plan. He simply dragged Caiman to the shore, and here he has no chance.